Beautiful people, today we are recreating a brand new world because the old ways were not functioning anyway, so there is no going back to the old malfunctioning because the universe is grounding or landing a brand new world that requires us to move beyond the old mental barriers, beyond the fractures that broke us down into soul consciousness, which most do not want to hear. It is essentially the movement all the way back into your spirit self that will repair anything in your life, because moving beyond the closure essentially of the dark ages requires our embodiment or organism to crystallize with the crystalline grid constructions that are grounding right now in order to be in alignment. And so that is huge, that great transition. And so it will eliminate or squeeze actually the matrix or everything that held us essentially in captivity. So we have become aware that we can no longer live the old standards, the synthetic foods, the manipulated nutrients in your body, poor body, synthetic clothing, medication, manipulation, society control, all those things pertain to the old world in which most people were not even aware. So, but today, let's be happy that everything that is happening, although we are all moving more in online connections than ever before, because it's a short necessity as I feel it, we need all to develop the higher selves and moving into self-mastery and learning how to work with all the ways of creation, with the energy. Then you learn to master self, you learn to know yourself, the anatomy, your essentials, your organism, your mentality, your brain capacity. And so in order to do that, we need to truly eliminate all the old belief systems, essentially old diseases that are actually non-existent, when eliminating the brain waves, the thought forms, the mentality behind them, because it's essentially thought forms that create diseases, addictions, weight fluctuations, and emotions. And the top level of emotions, what is that? Essentially fear. So working with eliminating fear out of your system will essentially eliminate everything that was the droning of your soul, and so you can rise in spirit consciousness. And that is not being done to simple meditational alignment and going in the airy fairy. That is being done through light technology, light degrees that are being put on the planet right now, and reason why the dog ages are being cut off. And light technology can be easy, it can be languages of light, it can be geometrical patterns that pop off that are individual most of the time. It can be just numbers that align to your brain and that recalculate your purification process. So, and that kind of understanding can only come when doing the work, such as opening yourself back into the reclamation of the authentic self, which I term the eternal self, and breaking the old mental barriers down. Because if you think deep, what is fear creating? Fear creates nausea. Fear creates insomnia. Fear creates a dry mouth. Massive headaches because you keep on recycling the same thoughts, and sometimes they cannot synapse any further throughout your entire beautiful body. So it creates stuck patterns, return headaches. It creates hyperventilation, hot flashes, chilly, blood pressure. It creates trembling, at times uncontrollable crying. People don't understand because the stress factor that fear brings in your body creates that. So problem with concentrating, with focus, with many people feel very, very jumpy as they at times anticipate the worst would happen in their life. So they have fatigue and they suffer from dizziness, digestive disorders, shortness of breath, feeling really actually detached from reality and getting those panic attacks because the body's nervous system does not know how to generate your thought forms anymore, and so that creates disease upon disease. But we can move out of that right now, and so it's essential that we actually become our own doctor in psychology and learn how to work just with light degrees and installing a light body first before any meditation is what flips the healing 50% higher in degrees and quickness to move into a brand new world. Because healing anything like mentality, psychology, severe physical diseases actually that embedded in your body over many years, they need to be eliminated through knowledge, technology, application of light, and some fun degrees. So here what I did is, as everything is going online, I created a really great course that moves over 15 weeks of great transition. And so you will go to the deepest level of healing that is guided with every word I bring in the MP3s that you can put on your iPhone or on iTunes or however you wish to listen to them. They will heal you out at night, during the day, 24/7 as you run them and breathe them through. You set in your light body and you become the authentic self, because many people are essentially looking for manifestation and manifesting abundance, success, and a high level of financial freedom. But there's always that missing link and that lurking thing in the brain that keeps them from manifesting and knowing how to do it. So going through a deep course in which you will have everything set, in which you will become an eternal healer and heal people out, because it's a necessity. People are crying for deep healers, but when your body is coded to heal out, you can program and deprogram everything, because the hands chakra system will be opened. Your fingers, your toes need to breathe through light, and you need to feel that circulation of light and how to apply light compositions into healing modes. Like if we can heal a central nervous system through the aquamarine white rays, a combination of golden alchemy, for example, we will apply a complete different composition of ways to clear your blood circulation, to clear emotional content from the endocrine and exocrine system. So deprogramming everything means you can attract and understand how manifestation works, and that is where you start to transform. So this online will actually go to the highest level of healing and detail and clearing out your entire physical body, your psychology, and your mental body, meaning diseases need to go, and you can work on that and understand it and apply at the same time when daring enough other formulas. So here it's actually creating your own boot camp, and you can teach it to other, or you can just have that certificate and start out healing others. So I have, after the initiation into light, so setting the 12 chakra system in, and your 12 energy bodies with the spiritual and mental higher bodies. And beautiful people, I am Charlotte Chi. I've been working for the planet for more than 20 years to uplift consciousness and shift it. And today there is no time like any other to really bring yourself back into authenticity, your power, all your capacities that have been held back by all the atrocities and especially synthetic living, moving back in what is essentially termed the eternal self, with the eternal flame that is rising over the planet. That is meaning that you can rise into self-mastery and commanding your light to debunk anything that doesn't please you any longer. So how beautiful, magnificent is that? Now I offer a free webinar here to resurrect self back into the knowledge of light, setting up a light body, becoming an eternal healing, mastering your energy field, mastering healing, and especially moving out of anything that is like being too sensitive, like an empath to anything, living in fear, and removing that old emotional body, the old spiritual highways that are so degrading and have no say in modern day times, any longer, is what needs to be done. And so we have been offering a quickened highway into a light environment where everything streams from the inside out with all the universes, and so you can reclaim your spark self, have your direct communications with armies of light, with your source, your spark, and your spirit, because that will be reinstalled in your embodiment and essentially opening up your breathing system inside out, so you feel all the energies moving with you, in which you open up your telepathic communication, your channel, and your capacity to be a self-master at all times, in business, in the home, in the hood, in the injustice systems, and anything you would really like to see the changes, to be the change, and taking that responsibility to get there. So move into that free webinar I'm offering here for a few days, and then check it out. If you want to do it and you want to be certified, I don't offer diplomas, but a certificate going through a 15 weeks complete change and being in total preparation for 2022, in which the huge universal shifts are coming through, no matter what, is either way being in light or remaining in the synthetic debris. And that is, well, the preparation that has been going on for the past 2 years actually. So as much as density is creeping up, as much light is pumping the system into oblivion. and that is your choice to make, to either move with it or remain into the lower fields of consciousness, or eliminating all that fear densities, the atrocities, and be part of the Unitarian means for which everything has been prepared. So I've been part of the 20 years setting up of crystalline grid constructions back that hold the vibrations up. And so more and more of these crystalline grids are grounding, and that is reason for the major shifts, and why more and more the system tries to break your brains, and more and more light will move through. So that is up or under, and I would say enjoy the free webinar, make the right decisions, because after that we are right moving into light coding the brain and the body. So I'm moving in the design of light codes all of the time, just by applying a code on your apparel, on anything that you wear, or having a light code in your house on canvas or anything. That is how modern times will move with spirit. They are all channeled. You will learn to channel your own information and become the super creator self, because that is what it offers. And with it, you can do your own seminars, you can teach people, you can heal people, you can do so many things. So that is all explained in that free webinar. So grab your place here, and I would say enjoy it, and connect to my YouTube, because I offer a free healing session of 45 minutes to one person a month, to somebody who's commanding on my videos over there. So The Voice of Evolution by Charlotte Chi. If you Google it, Charlotte Chi with an S, you will find me as well on Instagram, on Facebook, all these platforms, on Twitter, and especially on my website with my new codes and this special offer for a 15 weeks total transition. You can do it quicker if you want. There is no timing for anybody, but anyways, the body needs to integrate, because your organism will be healed inside out. Every organ, the blood circulation, the streaming through the nervous system, the bones will receive the healing. So you will rejuvenate and raise your vibe like never ever before. There is no such thing as being exhausted or tired. That's part of the system. You are not part of the system. You are eternal and have the right to command your light when integrated, right? So enjoy it. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for subscribing to my channels. And if there's any question, just shoot, right? Just say it like it is. And that is the new modern times and spirit consciousness, with your light as the most important light on the planet. Remember that. Go to bed to that and rise with it. Okay? Thank you. Bye.